welcome into Pure Adrenaline Sports, everybody. This is John coming at you with live play-by-play and live reaction of the Mets and Giants rubber game here on this weekend to begin the month of August. Giants win the first game on Friday night. Mets come back to win 12-6 yesterday. Alex over on the playback side. Let's get going on all the sides here. Make sure we are good to go. We've already had some people in the chat here as well. Stephen Pryor was here saying missed Saturday's game. Want to see a win today. Good afternoon, everyone. What's up, Stanley? Welcome back. So we'll wait to get going on the vertical side here before we get into today's lineup. Got our guy Fitzy playing in the background. His Red Sox are playing the Astros. Alright, come on, YouTube, what's up? Alright, what is going on with YouTube today? Not letting me stream. Yeah, hit the button to go live. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, why is it not going live? There it goes. Man, that took forever. Alright, there we go. We are live on all the sides. So welcome in, everybody, once again. Today's lineup for the Giants, it'll be Ramos leading off, Devers will DH and bat second, Adames third, Chapman fourth, Dom Smith fifth, Schmidt sixth, Lee seventh, Bailey eighth, and McRae ninth. I believe that's the same exact, nope, different catcher today. Bailey's catching. In the Met defense, it'll be Vientos at third, Lindor at short, McNeil at second, Alonso at first, Alvarez behind the plate, Nimmo in left, Mullins in center, and Soto in right field. Crickets is here. What's up, Crickets? 15-yard penalty says watching on my TV today, but felt compelled to pick up my phone just to say hi and thanks. Welcome back in, 15-yard penalty. Some other games going on right now in baseball. Let's leave that on just in case we get to 100 likes. The game that was supposed to be played yesterday at Bristol is being played today. Braves have a 3-2 lead over the Reds in the third inning. Our buddy Fitzy's got the Red Sox-Astros game. Red Sox up 6-1 there. Rays-Dodgers, no score in the sixth inning. Brewers-Nats starting with us. Royals, Blue Jays, Twins, Guardians, Yankees, Marlins. Then at 2:20, the Orioles, Cubs, Pirates, Rockies at 3 o'clock, Diamondbacks, A's at 4 o'clock, White Sox, Angels, Cardinals, Padres, and Rangers, Mariners. Our buddy Jacob deGrom on the mound there for the Rangers today. And the nightcap will be the Tigers and Phillies. Man, excuse me. You need a hand? Alex says, how is everyone? Doing good. It's compelling. Frank T is here. What is up, Frank? Frank saying greetings, PAS. What's up, Frank? Tony M saying, hey, buddy. What's up, Tony? Welcome in. Raymond says, afternoon, John and all. Hope those bats stay hot. Tony saying, let's go, Mets. Hey, Ron's here saying hi. What's up, Ron? Frank says, I've got a good feeling about today. We shall see. What am I doing today? Live streaming the game. Carla has the day off, says Frank. DJ Jimmy's here as well, saying hi, everyone. How is everyone? What's up, DJ Jimmy? Welcome back in. Hopefully you had fun DJing yesterday. Ron, you said hi. I said hi. That's twice now. Up to 27 people watching already. Up to 12 likes. Once again, if we get to 100 likes today, I'll hand out 5 free memberships. We gave them out yesterday, late in the game. I believe it was the top of the 9th inning when we gave them out. Frank says he's got to be a good boy today. Nice. Okay, so I won't talk about it then. Yes, it was a great time DJing, says Jimmy. So far, the trades are looking good so far. Yep. I agree. I like the Mets trade. I don't think they did enough, but the trades they did make, I gave Stearns a B+, just like you did, Jimmy. Raymond says, let's go, Montas. Yeah, Frankie Montas on the mound. 3-1 record in 6 starts, but a 5.46 ERA in 29 2/3 innings. Averages less than 5 innings per start. That's got to start getting some depth out of the starting rotation here. Frank says, much respect to my PAS friends and family. Yeah, me too, Crickets. I would have liked to get another starter as well. I would like to have seen the arm added to the rotation. Senga's underperforming since returning from his injury, and he's not our ace. Peterson's our ace. Once again, Pete Alonso, 2 home runs away. from Ty and Strawberry for the Mets all-time home run. He's got a home run in each of the first 2 games here on this homestand. Darren's here saying, hi, John. What's up, Darren? Welcome back. Love it. I don't know if all teams do this, but the Mets send out the youngsters at each position. And I love the fact that the players take a little bit of time to talk to them. All in all, not bad, though. Agreed. You hope you can give us 7 innings of focused pitching? Well, Montas is not giving us 7 innings. I would love it, but Montas is not giving us 7 innings. Once again, it'll be Ramos to lead it off. Devers will DH and bat second. Adame's third. Chapman fourth. Smith fifth. Schmidt sixth. Lee seventh. Bailey eighth. And McRae will bat ninth. Jimmy says, can Alonso make it 3 games in a row with a home run? I hope so. These kids will remember this moment forever. Awesome stuff. Yep. Ramos steps to the plate. Vientos at third once again for the Mets defense. Lindor at short. McNeil at second. Alonso at first with Alvarez behind the plate. Nimmo in left. Mullins in center. And Soto in right. You can dream, though. Absolutely, Frank. Absolutely. All right, Montas getting ready to throw his first pitch. He'll wind and deal. In for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Nymar's here saying, let's go Mets. The 0-2. Up high, 1-2. George is back, saying, John, good afternoon. Let's go Mets. Grateful to be alive. LFGM. Let's go. Sharon re-upping the membership there. And that one hit out to right. Soto on the run. He makes the basket catch. 1 away. DJ Jimmy says, nice play. Yup. Would like to get 6 or 6 1/3 from Minaya. Well, Manaya's not on the mound. Montas is. Raymond, let's get another one. Oh, you guys talking to Raymond there? We are 59 away from the 7,000 mark. Let's go. Here's Devers. Fouled straight back, 0-1. Malone saying, happy Mets Sunday. The 0-1. Montas steals. Swung on a miss, 0-2. The 0-2. Outside, 1-2. I'm taking Soto's foot is healed. Ran pretty good there for that catch. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I know he's struggling at the plate, and I was getting a little worried. Maybe his foot's bothering him, but yeah, with that running catch, I don't think so. The 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Okay, just because you don't like him doesn't mean he sucks. Come up with a little bit more than Devers sucks. That's not an argument. Fouled off. Still 2-2. Gina's here saying greetings, John and Mrs. PAS. Happy Sunday. Arthur's back saying, hey, John, this year Pete looks good for about 120 or 125. What is the record for a Met? I don't know. It's more than that. Pete, a couple years ago, had 130 something, I think. Yes, I am a Mets fan. Lux, what's up? Doug saying, let's go Mets. The 2-2. Up high, 3-2. There you go. There, see, you added to the argument. Gripe intelligently, please. And that one popped up out the center. Mullins comes in, 2 away. Yo, Rising Rhino in the house. What is up, Rhino? I know Rhino did a couple CFL games yesterday, but if you guys are a fan of anything football, make sure you check out our guy Rising Rhino. Covers it all. The NFL, the XF or the UFL, whatever it is now. Check swing foul, 0-1. The Canadian Football League, college football, the European League as well. Rhino back to work tomorrow. Whoa, that was a quick summer, no? Brain freeze. Fouled straight back, 0-2. Oh, and 2. Make sure, Rhino, make sure you post your link here in the chat as well so people can check you out. And that one lifted out to left. Nimmo towards the line, keeps running, keeps coming, and it's out of play. Summers go by so fast. I'm like Olaf. I love summer. Cricket says, bring on September. Yikes, Jimmy. Get some rest today, man. And that one lifted out to left again. Nimmo, before the track. And makes the catch. Montas with a 1-2-3 inning, all flyouts. We go bottom 1. The Met lineup today, it'll be Nimmo leading off, Lindor batting second, Soto third, Alonso fourth, Marte will DH and bat fifth, McNeil sixth, Viento seventh, Mullins eighth, and Alvarez will bat ninth. The Giant defense behind Wisenhunt, it'll be Chapman at third, Adames at short, Schmidt at second, Smith at first, Bailey behind the dish, Ramos in left, Lee in center, and McRae in right field. Guys, there it is. Make sure you check out our guy, Rising Rhino. I believe he's also getting close to, and aside of football, I believe he's getting close to 3,000 subs if he has not passed that already. Yonkers Joe says from New York but live in Phoenix. Well, no, I'm talking about people having to go back to work that work for schools. So their summer vacation is over. Please hit the like button and subscribe, says George. Let's go, Matt, says Bernard. Just under 3K subs. Let's go. Nimmo, Lindor, and Soto coming up. Giant inflatable Mr. Met outside the stadium there. Mullins really gives this lineup length. He does. No, it wasn't Depressed Mr. Matt, no. I haven't seen Depressed Mr. Matt in a while. Nice. Neymar and Crickets both subscribing to Rhino there. In for a strike, 0-1. Down low, 1-1. The Adrenaline crew coming through. 1-1 to count from Woods and Hunt. Whole deal. Fouled off, 1-2. Oh, that's only a couple days away, Gina. Forgive me for the name, Gina. I think Nelson, right? Is Nelson going with you? Down low, 2-2. I think it's Nelson, right? The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. They check down at third. No swing. Called strike 3. Got him looking. Yonkers Joe says singles and doubles today. Let's do it. Agreed. That's what they did yesterday. Now, they did have the big 3-run homer from Pete in the first. But the rest of the game, base hits. Outside, 1-0. Daniil's back saying hi. What's up, Daniil? Yes, John. Nelson, yep. Early birthday gift. What a gift. Outside, 2-0. Frank says he just lit one up. To 2-0. Swung on a miss, 2-1. Daniil saying hi guys, and LFGM. 2-1 to count here. 10th pitch of the inning from Wizenhunt. Down low, 3-1. Now I know Rising. If Rhino's still here, I know he said back to work tomorrow for him. But does he have any streams coming up today? Fouled off, 3-2. What are the score predictions for today? One team will outscore the other team. That's my prediction. And Lindor crushes one out to left. Did he get enough? Back to Ramos, and it's out of here. First row of the seats, and the Mets are on the board, 1-0. 21st homer of the year from Frankie. Make the pitcher pitch. That's a trick. I'm off today. Streaming Thursday through Sunday. Wow. Gone. MF said, oh yeah. Money Magic said, that a boy. Let's go, says Raymond. Lux says, let's go, Lindor. 0-1. Swung on a miss by Soto. 0-1. Thank you, Lindor, says George. Frank saying 7-3 Mets finals. His prediction. Yeah, guys, let's see your predictions in the chat there. Rhino asked for him. Let's see him. the 0-1. Down low 1-1, or excuse me, down low 1-1. Bernard says Lindor, let's go. Way to start it off. Wednesday's a day game too, I believe, correct? The 1-1. And a chopper to second. Over to first, 2 away. I'll take it, says Yonkers. MF says, I was just about to say, I think not having Lindor lead off has messed up his hitting. Guess not. I'm going to predict the Mets don't get shut out. Way too early to predict that. That's funny. Maybe they get shut out the rest of the way. And Pete crushes one out the center. Lee on the run, back on the track. He'll make the catch. Lindor's home run, though, gets the Mets on the board. We go to the second, 1-0. Frank says he's got a house to paint in Rutherford. 9 Mar saying 8-6, Mets final. We are up to 108 in the chat, and we are at 21 likes. Weak, man. Weak. You think 250 will happen today? What do you mean 250? Almost. Nice try, Pete. Wisenheimer. It's Wisenhunt. Respect on that home run call on Pete. Yeah, a lot of you guys said I wasn't on screen, but I went back and watched the tape. I was on screen for the call. Hit the line. Yo, MF, once again, thank you for the $10 super chat. Let's put that up on the screen. You unsubscribed me yesterday. I cannot unsubscribe you. Only you can unsubscribe yourself. I cannot unsubscribe you. Nobody else can unsubscribe you either. Only you can subscribe and unsubscribe. Oh, YouTube did it. Well, oh, YouTube. I'm sorry. You did say YouTube. You did say, my fault. You did say YouTube. And it popped up foul. 0-2. The best person is back saying hi. How can that be? The best person. I think I'm the best person. James says, just got here. Lindor cranked one. Guaranteed win. Not anymore. Did he go? He went around, struck him out, one away. I think the Mets are now like 28-1 when Lindor homers. They do have one loss. Here's Dom Smith. Pete showing everyone how much he's worth this season. Keep up the good work, Pete. Or he knows he's playing for a big contract. Yeah, because he hit a home run in one of the games we were getting blown out. He hit a solo shot. So, yeah, 28-1 is correct. That's right. The 1-1. Swung on a missed. 1-2. Steven saying 7-5. Mets win. Let's go. Alex saying let's go Mets. Good to see you again, Alex. Bounce in the dirt. 2-2. Arthur saying back-to-back double digits. Mets win 11-5. Sign me up. The 2-2. And a ground ball. McNeil's got it. Over to Pete. 2 away. That'll bring up Schmidt. James says 28-1. I like those odds, though. Yep. Casey Schmidt, 3 for 8 in the series. Money Magic says a lot to a little for the Mets. Carla says 19, 20 subs. Well, we're at 3 already. I'm going to write down, I usually write down Frank T. Since Frank said it was Nurse Carla. Frank, when we all go to the parade, you got to make sure Nurse Carla's there, because we're all going to be a little intoxicated and need a little help. Mo says, hi all. I'm glad Vlad stayed in Toronto. Makes Pete a lifetime Met player. Fouled off, 0-2. Those were the odds of my marriage making it. 28-1. I don't know. Those good odds or not. She'll be your wife by then. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. The Red Sox just finished off the sweep of the Astros. Oh, you meant 252. So you think Pete's getting 2 today, huh? So you're saying you have a chance. Down low, 2-2. The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. Mo says over 90 watching and 30 likes. Hit the like for this top tier play-by-play. The 3-2. And that one lined out the center. Mullins will make his way over before the track will make the catch. 6 up and 6 down for Montas. We go bottom 2. Still 1-0 Mets. Marte, McNeil, and Vientos coming up. 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. You have to bring the special iced tea, and I'll bring the Cubans. Bet. Oh, Fitzy didn't give us a redirect? Really? Alright. Wow. I was a young and dumb cricket. Stanley saying Mets 7, Giants 5. Yo, Charles is here. What is up, Mr. Charles? Get it started, Marte. Oh, and I forgot the redirect. Oops. My bad, he says. Too worried about coffee. Fitzy, too worried about the coffee. I forgot yesterday's respectful hello to Mrs. PAS. She's sitting out on the patio reading a book right now. Sharon saying 9-3 Mets. Sharon, thank you for re-upping your membership there. Yeah, Marte, McNeil, and Vientos coming up. Charles saying smash them free subs and hit that like button. Once again, SNY back late. Or already a 0-1 count. A beautiful day. Fat guy weather today. Outside. Hopefully there isn't any trolls today. You had a couple today, huh? I saw Fitzy had a couple Astros trolls. That's hit the second base. Over the first, one away. That'll bring up McNeil. Daniil saying 7-2 Mets. Keep the predictions coming. Thank you, Rhino. Rhino asked everybody for their predictions. And pulls one down the first. Dom Smith's got it. We'll take it to the bag, 2 away. So, Wisenhunt. Mets not making Wisenhunt work here at all. Sharon says 11 months and it feels like only yesterday. Well, that's a good thing. That means you're enjoying your time. Who goes Vientos? Chops it foul, 0-1. What's today's snack? The same as yesterday that nobody guessed. He said, yeah, both never appeared on the channel before and both started talking trash. Typical. No. Incorrect. It is not Ruffles. The 0-2. Swung on a miss. A nice 1-2-3 inning from Wisenhunt. Wow, and Mets go quickly. 7 pitches. Come on. You got to put up a little bit better effort than that, man. Got to lay off that outside stuff, correct. Kit Kat, no, not Kit Kat. Charles with the guidelines for chatting, absolutely 100%, no exceptions, no spoilers, no trolling, no spamming, no religious talk, no political talk, no self-promotion or posting of links, unless approved by the host. So we go to the third. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Giants. Lee, Bailey, and McRae. It's one of those new snacks that were mentioned during the Padres series. Correct. Wait, I can't promote myself? Nope, you cannot. Charles says, additionally, no exceptions, no profanity, and be civil and respectful with your views, opinions, and comments. Challenge any argument, not the person. Montas steals. Inside, want to know. Don't want to know. And a chopper back up the middle. Base hit. A leadoff single for Lee. Unofficial snack of today's stream. Unsponsored. The new Doritos Tangy Pickle. Best potato chip ever. Corn chip ever, excuse me. Outside corner. Oh, called the ball. Want to know? Tap that like and subscribe button, says Frank. You think the Astros fans still salty that we whooped them yesterday, saying we stole signs? The throw to second. Got. Oh, dropped the ball. Oh, Lee steals the bag and goes to third on the throw. So stolen base and an error. I don't think that's an error on Alvarez. That was right to Lindor and he dropped it. And then the broadcast booth agrees. That's an E6. In center field for a base hit. And that'll tie the game at 1. Once again, Montas can't get the bottom of the lineup out. 7, 8, and 9 hitters against Montas on the year, batting almost 400. Has Lindor had more errors? No, Lindor made more errors last year than this year. That one lined down the left field side. Fouled. Quickly ahead 0-2. The kryptonite is real. Right? I don't get it, man. Oops. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. That's the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the lineup. Dang it. Not the dreaded bottom of the lineup. Jimmy says a double play would be great here. In for a strike, 0-1. Ramos hit one out to right field his first time up. Soto made a great basket catch on the run. The 0-1. Bounce in the dirt, 1-1. Love this one. I always love this one from Charles. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Inside, did he go? They're not even going to check. 2-1. The 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Oh man, I hate when you just remember something like that. Down low, gets away. Oh, it was a ball. It was ball 4 anyway, so runner was going down to second either way. 2-1 with 1 out here for Devers, who flew out to center his first time. Hefner will come out. Excuse me. Whether meeting at the mound here, let's check. The Braves still have a 3-2 lead over the Reds. Dodgers up 2-0 over the Rays. Brewers up 3-0 over the Nats. Blue Jays up 1-0 over the Royals. Twins up 4-2 over the Guardians. That's who the Mets have the next 3 games. The Guardians. Yankees and Marlins tied up at 1. But the Marlins have runners on second and third with 1 out. And Orioles and Cubs getting ready to get started here. Lindor, 12 errors so far. Oh, thank you, Christopher. So, yeah, he's on pace to make more errors than he did last year. So, thank you for that. Inside, got the corner, 0-1. What? Keith, man, what? And Devers absolutely crushes one. And it's 4-1. But yet the Mets didn't go out and get a starting pitcher. No offense, you can bring up one of the kids from the minors to do this. Down low, 1-0. Completely lost it here. He retired the first 6 batters he faced, and now he can't get an out. And Adames slips one out to left, but this should go out of play. Yep, it will. 1-1. Yep, he'll be lucky to last 4 innings. Agreed. Yeah, Jim, that was cool. That guy giving the kid the home run ball. Yeah, it sucks it's Devers, but fouled off 1-2 here. Look at, he's not even happy. I agree with him. Some guy gave him the ball and it was hit by the opponent. Outside, 2-2. That's what I'm thinking, Jimmy. You should throw it back. The 2-2. Swung on a miss. 2 away. That'll bring up Chapman. I was hoping we wouldn't have to dig out of a hole or go to the bullpen early. Yep, got the stats page up here. Let's go. Fell straight back, 0-1. So the good thing is that it is early. We're only in the third here. Now he's going to retire the next few batters in a row. Yep. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Fitzy knows what's up. That one ripped foul, 1-2. Popped up, foul, still 1-2. What happened? What happened is you didn't get here in time to find out what happened. Bounced in the dirt, 2-2. Yeah, it has 9, but that one, well, it'll change to 10 now because that was on that. That's not on Alvarez there. That was on Lindor. The 2-2. That one ripped foul. Still 2-2. What's Montas at here? 50 something pitches? 57 pitches in the third inning. Up high, 3-2. Fitzy says, typical Mets starter can't go 5 innings to save the Cook bullpen, right? Charles says, without commitment, you'll never start, and without consistency, you'll never finish. '60th pitch of the afternoon coming up. Alvarez will go out to the mound here. Jay says, geez, step away for a couple of minutes and Montas implodes. Yep. You should know that. Montas sucks against 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Can't step away when he's facing the bottom of the lineup. Yo, the Marlins beating the Yankees 3-1. Could the Yankees fall out of the playoff contention? The 3-2. And that one lifted out to left. Nimmo couple steps back before the track, though. That'll end the inning. But the Giants put up a 4 spot. 3 on the Devers 3-run bomb. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Mets. Mullins, Alvarez, and Nimmo coming up. John Boy's here saying hi. What's up, John Boy? Who only went to get a 6-pack of Yingling, didn't announce my departure. This is why I wanted Stearns to get another starter. Exactly. Exactly. Well, since nobody's done it so far, there we go. I'll do it. Crickets has been here the whole time, but nobody's put the crickets in the chat. You suck. That's funny. No, Giants don't implode. Mound visit, Alvy de Montas. You suck. Chip away, 1 run at a time. I learned that torture thingy from you. No, don't put him now. I already got him. Jimmy says hopefully the offense will start hitting like yesterday. Yeah, just get some just give me hits. Yo, there's Bam. What's up, Bam? Jimmy says Mets will come back and win 8-6. And inside, but swung on and fouled off. 0-1. 0-2. Hudson Y back again late. That was the first pitch I've seen, and it's 0-2. My goodness, guys. Get on with the program here. Check swing foul. Make the starter throw some pitches, right? Wisenhut's only at 27 pitches. Watch the Phillies and Mets swap wins and losses for the rest of the month. Yup. DO2. Bounce in the dirt, 1-2. Fouled off, still 1-2. Mo says that would not be good for my blood pressure. The 1-2. They're called strike 3. So we trade for a guy that looks at strike 3 as well. Must be a requirement to play for this team. Fastball down the middle of the plate, and you stand there and look at it. What are the hitting coaches teaching you if you can't hit a fastball down the middle of the plate? It's going to come down to the last 7 games. Yankees could get swept by the Marlins. Here's Alvarez. Inside and low, 1-0. DJ Jimmy with the $2 power chat. Thank you so much. Saying let's go Mets. In for a strike. Fastball down the middle. 1-1. I agree, Raymond. Trying to get a rule change for extra strikes. On the outside corner. Oh, called a ball. 2-1. He sucks. Okay. Thank you for that in-depth analysis. Down low, 3-1. Gripe intelligently, please. He sucks is not an intelligent argument. Down low, ball 4. So a 1-out walk. Jimmy says need to create some traffic. Yep, and they get a base runner there. Back to the Nimmo. Here at the top. Well, that's not how you start. There's already 1 out. Oh, it will be the first Met base runner. Because Lindor homered, so... To me, the first guy that needs to be called up is McLean. McLean has to be first to me. And popped up on the infield. Chapman makes the catch. 2 away. That'll bring up Lindor, who homered his first time. Feel inspired to join in the chat, you're welcome to do so at any time, says Charles. If you're going to call up young arms, it really should be done before the deadline. No, not for the Mets. They're planning on these guys being their rotation. They weren't trading any of the young pitchers. Smash the free subs and hit that like button. So right now, I would go McLean, Sproat, bounce in the dirt 1-0. There's somebody else that I'm missing too before Tong. So it's like Painter and the Phillies, correct? But the Mets have 3 of those guys. There's a strike, 1-1. Raymond says, let's go Lindor. In for a strike, 1-2. The 1-2. He's critiquing that young man's scorecard. 2-2. Well, he had Tommy John surgery. I don't know if he started throwing off a mound yet or not. The 2-2. Swung on a missed. We go to the 4th. It's 4-1 Giants. $123 people watching, 42 likes. Math's not mathin'. Where's Rhino? Is Rhino still here? Rhino's a math teacher. Can he get that math to work? But we've gained 6 new subs. Welcome into the 6 new subscribers. We go live for every Mets game. We'll mix in some other MLB action as well. With football getting ready to start, with the NFL and college getting ready to start, we'll definitely be mixing in some NFL. Bam says the hottest teams in baseball right now are the White Sox and Marlins. What a funny game. Bud says we can win this. Can you recall a young starter we called up after the deadline? No. Because I don't know when everybody got called up. But Harvey, DeGrom, and Syndergaard all had an impact on us. Matt's had an impact for us. But I don't know if it was after the deadline or not. And outside 1-0. It'll be Smith, Schmidt, and Lee here for the Giants. Up 4-1. And that one popped out to, I was going to say center, but Lindor caught it before the outfield grass. 1 away. That'll bring up Schmidt. He flew out to center his first time. They did change it, so Lindor now has 10 errors. They changed it from Alvarez to Lindor. In for a strike. Nope, up high, 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. Inside 2-1. The 2-1. And that one ripped off of Lindor's glove. That probably won't be an error there. I'm gonna give him a single there. That was a line drive. Just off the top. He jumped and just off the top of his glove. That's a hit. Lee singled and scored his first time. Foul down the first base side, 0-1. Thank you, Charles. Yeah, Scott is expected to miss the remainder of the season, but I don't know if he started throwing yet. Yeah, let's get a double play, says Jimmy. That would have been a great play if he would have caught it. Yep. Down low, 2-1. Andrew's here saying hello. Let's go, Mets. Beat the Giants. All these guys he signed are awful. Yep, all of them. That's why the Mets are in first place in the beginning of August. And that'll be a base hit in the center field on the hit and run. Montas is garbage. I agree with that statement there. Really? That's who you go with? It's Clayton Kershaw? I could have picked a better pitcher than that. Yep. Man, wonderful insight here as well. This team sucks. Swung on a missed 0-1. Thank you for the wonderful insight. I'm so much smarter now. Pick off throw, not in time. Montas looking like Festa today, right? Swung on a missed 0-2. We're in first place. Right, Mo? Raymond says need a double play. Yeah, and I saw better pitchers in their prime, better than Clayton Kershaw in his prime. Outside. 1-2. Who's on first? Hey, Caps is here. What's up, Caps? The 1-2. Popped foul. We'll do it again. He says it was okay until I just turned the game on. The 1-2. Bounce in the dirt. 2-2. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I could think of better pitchers. Pete's got it. The throw to the plate, not in time. It was a clean throw. It was a right on target, just late. And it's 5-1. That's a fielder's choice. Guys, if you just came here to complain, I'm going to time you out. I don't know. Went for the double play. I think because he bobbled the ball, he knew we couldn't get the double play. And then he tried coming home and it was just too late. he did not have a clean exchange. A drag bunt. Pete will take it to the bag. That'll move the runners over to second and third with 2 away. That'll be a sacrifice. 3 unassisted. Oh no, you're gonna call it a 3 unassisted. Oh no, I'm not giving him credit for a sacrifice. You're up 4 runs. You're not sacrificing to move runners over there. And ground to Lindor, off balance. Got him! Oh no, challenge. I don't know about that. Nope, they're not going to challenge. A run will score. My goodness, this team, man. You're not sure what my point is. You said Clayton Kershaw. I could think of better pitchers to come up with than Clayton Kershaw. I'm not saying Kershaw is bad. I saw better pitchers than Clayton Kershaw. That's my point. Maybe check out some of the pitchers that pitched in the 80s and 90s. Check swing, foul. Goodbye, JJ. Everybody wave bye to JJ. Timed out until tomorrow night's game. Down low, 1 and 2. Right? That's what I'm saying. Right? That's what I'm saying. And that's a base hit. That'll score another run. But yet we keep letting Montas throw to these guys. The fans are booing, but you know what? Boo the hitters when they're coming up because they're not performing either. Well, yesterday they took Senga out early, so now they're letting Montas ride this one out because they used up the bullpen yesterday. Outside 1-0. Up high of 2-0. Mrs. PAS read another book. That's 473 this summer. Outside 3-0. Where my pile that I want to read is over there collecting dust. I can't wait until we get a real manager who can lead, man. If the Mets falter, there's a strike. 3-1. And don't at least get back to the NLCS. I believe Mendoza is gone. And a chopper to third. Vientos has got it. That'll retire the side, but the Giants had 3 more. No, Montas has been bad his last few starts. The starting pitching situation is getting real grim. Yep. 30,000 fans booing Montas. I love it. They need to start booing the hitters too. Instead of singing along with Lindor's home run or Lindor's song, start booing him too. That was brutal. When Mendoza comes out for a pitching change, make sure you're booing him. Cap says, Big John, you and I both said it. We needed a starting pitcher at the deadline. Yep. Got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. Happens to the best of us. Why not pause now and give it a thumbs up? Big hole to get out of. Get something going here. Yeah, like put up a little bit of a fight at least. Give me 2 runs here this inning. Mets used to be starting pitching heavy, now bullpen heavy. Bullpen is only good for this. Our bullpen is wasted. Our bullpen's wasted. That's in for a strike, 0-1. Way inside, 1-1. I'm happy. I'm not at the game. I would boo the hitters. Chris says, thank you, John, for the stream. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. And a little weak grounder to second. 1 away. That'll bring up Pete. He flew out to center his first time. I'm not a fan of Mendoza. I was iffy last year. Thought by the end of the year he deserved manager of the year considerations, but this year, there's a strike, 0-2. Don't the pitching coaches have any down low, 1-2? Any input? Yeah, they do. It's still up to the manager when they take pitchers out. Damn, Carla just says the bullpen is overworked. Yup. And that one lined out to right. But right at McRae, 2 away. Like this team's got like no fight in it. Like yesterday, they could add on. It was all fun and games yesterday. But now that they're down, they're like, yeah, we'll try it again tomorrow. I'll said it before and I'll say it again. Hefner should be in charge of the pitching. Yo, Dr. Delay is here, saying like number 44. Mets got to come back. What's up, Dr. Delay? What do you got going on today? No. Montas does not make me long for McGill. I can't stand McGill. And the weak ground to the first. Dom's got it. We'll flip it to the pitcher. And the Mets go down 1-2-3 again. But nothing. Nothing from the crowd. Nothing. No boos. Only making his second career start, Fitzy. Nobody knows who he is. Yeah, well, he's making the wrong decision, Charles. He says Pirates going to be swept by the Rockies. Lucky me. Not cool. No, we don't need... with the guys we have coming, we didn't need to sign... Now, in this past offseason, we did. We needed to sign some better pitchers. But he's waiting for... Stearns is waiting for these young guys to come. Because Stearns, even when he was in Milwaukee, Stearns does not give out big contracts to starting pitchers. What do we got here? It'll be Chapman, Smith, and Schmidt. And now, actually looking into it, I understand why they got rid of Gilbert. Tom Dolan says Wisenhunt supposedly had the best changeup in the minors the last 2 years. Yeah, well, the Mets are allegedly the best hitting team against changeup. So 2-0 here. Montas still on the mound. What are we doing? Down low, 3-0. Mendoza should be fired for this. Trying to save the bullpen? No, well, no, because he's already overused the bullpen, so it's too late for that. That's why they're DFAing everybody every other day. And ball 4. So a leadoff walk here. You don't like Stearns? He has that I know everything attitude. Okay. Pull him already. Yeah, and that's what he's doing. Yeah. And the fans are booing. But I don't agree with that there. They already booed him once. How about booing the hitters for facing 7 pitches last inning? Not putting up quality at bats. No, exactly, Caps. You can't be a serious team when you average 3 runs a game. Jonathan says we booed the entire Phillies team last night multiple times. I would. Stearns wants people to fill the stadium every time, or Uncle Steve wants the fans to fill the stadium every time. Well, if you want to think of yourself as a serious playoff contender, you can't be having outings like this. No effort from your offense. No effort from your starting pitcher. Gina says Mendoza's napping, or he left the park. He's like, oh, am I supposed to go out there and get him? Mets have professional hitters that stand there. I didn't start the fire. Professional. Oh, yeah. I think Stearns didn't get at deadline was a bat. One thing's needed center fielder, but we needed the bat. Yep. Mendoza is still sleeping at home. He forgot there was a game today. Runner on first, nobody out here. Warren, the new pitcher, on the outside corner, 0-1. Crickets, I agree, man. Thinking they're going to get back to where they were last year. And fouled off 0-2. Mo says the Mendoza jokes are getting me through this. They're not jokes. Fouled off, still 0-2. Our score predictions are way off today. The 0-2. Outside 1-2. Why? Montas was on the mound. Why? Swung on a miss. One away. Still a runner on first. Correct. Having fans in the stands isn't a recipe for wins. No, it's just a recipe for him to make more money. That's it. Maybe that's all he cares about. Oh, we didn't make it as far this year, but guess what? We sold out every game. And grounded to Lindor. They go to second for one. The turn, double play. So Warren comes in, faces two batter, and gets 3 outs. We're halfway through, 7-1. No, you can't change your prediction. I thought the mojo of hitting would carry over. Boy, I was wrong. Celia, you keep saying that, but you keep going back. Let's see, who haven't we seen today yet? We haven't seen Jonathan. Still haven't seen Cope in a long time. Cap says, this is the first time I bet the Mets since Game 2 of the road trip. Yeah, it'll be McNeil, Vientos, and Mullen, 6, 7, and 8 in the Met lineup. What about the guy with the popcorn in the movie date? He's here. Here he is right here. You can't. Fitzy's here. He remembers. Yeah, me. Celia says, I'm for real this time, John. In for a strike 0-1. Well, I'm telling you, Celia, don't become a Met fan. It's just as bad. Weather update from the Nassau, Bahamas. 85 Fahrenheit. A little chopper foul, 0-2. Expected low temperature of 82. No rain in the forecast. With winds out of the east from 7 miles an hour. Partly cloudy skies and humidity at 69%. Ray McNeil rifles one in the center field. A leadoff single. What happened to that not in our house mentality, right? They had that earlier in the year, right, Frank? Fitzy feels honored. Yes, Mendoza lasts the year, yeah. But the Mets have to do well in the playoffs again, I think. Because I'm not sure Stearns is I'm not sure Stearns is a fan, even though he hired him. Bounce in the dirt, 1-0. The 1-0. Down low, 2-0. Frank says, I'm doomed. I'm a Mets fan, Rangers fan, Giants fan. The sadness is real. I'm a Mets fan, Flyers fan, and a Jets fan. So, no, exactly. There's a strike, 2-1. If the Mets were like 10 games under 500 or something at this point, they might. The 2-1. Bounce in the dirt, 3-1. MF says Mets, Rangers, and Jets. Doesn't get easier. Home for Cleveland, at Milwaukee, Atlanta, Seattle, Washington, Atlanta, Philly, Miami, Detroit. That's the end of August. And Vientos hits one out the center. Leaves there, though. Before the track. One away. Much respect to Mr. John. Have to keep the faith. In hindsight, would you sign Bellinger? And no, we still have a better record than the Yankees. And that one popped up. Shallow left. Ramos will muck the catch. 2 away. That'll bring up Alvarez, who walked his first time. I just want to know how long Stearns is going to go before calling up one of these young arms. The Flyers are no joke this year. Still need a goaltender, so they're not. And a little grounder foul up the third base side. Speaking of Yanks, losing 6-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Swung on a miss, 0-2. DO2. And chopped foul. We'll do it again. And that one line foul down the right field side. Still 0-2. Charles says, for the best in sports talk and great play-by-play with informative commentary and outstanding contents, lively chat conversation, sub to the PAS network. Where do you rank Mendoza and Mets managers? Oh, way too early. Way too early to rank them. And that'll be bounce up off the wall. McNeil will stop at third. The ball gets loose and McNeil will score. And there we go. So that'll be an error on somebody. It's a double for Alvarez. But an error lets McNeil score. Yeah, who do you charge the error to? That's a good point, Keith. Let's see. Nice inside out swing there by Alvarez. Oh yeah, he does double clutch the throw. I mean, somebody's got it. The shortstop and the second baseman both missed it. That one ripped base hit. Oh, nice stop at second. And that'll end the inning. Man, that'll retire the side. I thought that was getting through. We go to the 6th. It's 7-2. 7, 8, and 9. Great job, Danny Zuka. That's funny. I just saw that the Red Sox swept the Astros. Damn, what happened to the Astros? It's because the Red Sox are cheating. Bobby B emoji. Yo, that's funny. Bobby B emoji. We're up to 48 likes halfway through the game. Let's go. Smash those thumbs up for us. Let's take a look at some of the other games going on right now. Going to the 9th inning there at Bristol Motor Speedway, the Braves have a 4-2 lead over the Reds. Brewers up 3-1 over the Nats. Blue Jays up 2-1 over the Royals. Twins up 4-2 over the Guardians. Marlins still up 6-1 over the Yankees. and Yankees have completely fallen apart. Cubs up 2-1 over the Orioles. Pirates up 1-0 over the Rockies. Diamondbacks and A's in about an hour, as well as White Sox Angels, Cardinals Padres, Rangers Mariners. Then the Sunday night game is Tigers Phillies, with SummerSlam Night 2 on tonight. Who's going to watch that? Red Sox and Astros. Red Sox beat the Astros 6-1, and the Dodgers beat the Rays 3-0. Really? Yes, the Red Sox are cheating. That's what the people in your chat were saying, Fitzy. I'm just going by what they're saying. Yes, we need to hold them. I wouldn't cut them, but no, I would move them to the bullpen and bring up one of the young kids. Outside, 1-0 here. Warren's still on the mound. Lee's 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored on a couple singles. Guardians are above 500, but they're hot right now. 16-6 over their last 22. Down low, 2-0. We'll be live for all three. There against the Guardians. Then on Thursday this week, we'll be live with some Philadelphia Eagles Thursday night football. Swung on a miss, 2-1. Mets starting pitchers are terrible. Yeah, your chat messages are terrible. There, we're even. Fouled off, 2-2. Guidelines for chatting: absolutely no exceptions, no spoilers, no trolling, no spamming, no religious talk, no political talk, no self-promotion or posting of links, unless approved by the host. Caps. That's a late game. I thought about doing that one, but that one's late, right? I think it starts at 10 here. If I didn't have to work on Friday, I would do that one, but I have to work on Friday and Saturday this coming week. I should have said that the camera wasn't working on Friday night. That's why we only scored 2 runs. Yeah, 10 p.m. Yep. Additionally, absolutely no exceptions, no profanity, and be civil and respectful with your views, opinions, and comments. Challenge the argument, not the person. Frank says, love them rules. And that one lined out to left center field, and that'll fall in for a base hit. Lee is 3 for 3. Absolutely torches the Mets. I believe he's batting over 600 on the season. I don't think you can keep Montasa. Well, then they're not calling anybody up then. I don't know. I don't know if anybody will be covering Giants or Bills games. What day is that? Down low, 1-1. The human clipboard, right? I like this one, Frank. The Mets are playing like there's a glitch in the Matrix. Down low, 2-1. How come every time they show Mr. and Mrs. Met, they're sitting there? You're supposed to be engaging with the crowd. And yeah, the Mets had too much iced tea. Consistently inconsistent. The 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. Down low, 3-2, excuse me. Okay, guys, come on. He coming into today. He's got a 3-1 record. So August 9th, which is a Saturday at 1 p.m. Pickoff throw. I'm. I believe there are Giants and Bills streamers. I don't know if they'll be doing preseason action though. The 3-2. And that one popped up. Out the center. Mullins. He'll make the catch. One away. That'll bring up McRae. He's 0 for 2. Now, MLB gave him a sacrifice last time, but they were up 7-1. I'm not giving him a sacrifice on a bunt. You're not getting a sacrifice on a bunt when you're up 6 runs at the time. Up high, 1-0. No. I think Mendoza not knowing how to manage a bullpen is what got rid of team chemistry. Not willing to fire the hitting coach is what's hurting team chemistry. The 2-0, there's a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. Warren deals. Fouled off, 2-2. Yes, the Mets stolen base streak is still alive. Yep. Swung on a miss, 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup with Ramos. He's 1 for 2 on the day. A single, a walk, and a fly out. Pop foul, 0-1. Mendoza's lack of yanking a pitcher when he's gassed has hurt the Mets. I don't think it's that. It's overusing the bullpen because he would yank pitchers way too earlier in the year. Fouled off, 0-2 the count here. Gained another sub there. We are 51 away from 7K. Let's go. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. We go bottom 6, still 7-2. It'll be Lindor, Soto, and Alonso coming up for the Mets. Here's a chance for them. Oh, and it just flipped over to 50. Let's go 50 away. I don't think Stearns would fire Mendoza off season because, no, I think they are going to fire Mendoza. Volt subscribe. Thank you, Volt. Our guy Gritty throwing you some popcorn there. Cap says bullpen is doing their job. Now we need these hitters to step up. We still have time. And this is the inning to get it going. Frank says just got clocked upside the head for disagreeing with Mr. John. Whoa! Nurse Carla, people are allowed to disagree with me. Be careful clocking Frankie upside the head. You might put him back in the hospital. Or maybe that's what she wants to do. She can keep an eye on you all the time. The only way that would have been funnier, Frank, if she would have smacked you upside the head and she said, no soup for you. Raymond says need runs. Let's go. All right. Lindor will lead it off here. Outside, 1-0. Down low, 2-0. She said, I am an RN. Hi, everyone. Just logged on. Looks like we got some work to do. Let's go, Mets. Welcome back, Joe. The 2-0 to Lindor. Outside, 3-0. There you go. Walks are just as good as base hits. You ready for the John Cena match? Oh, she walked away. I was going to see if she would give me the you can't see me. And that's ball 4, a leadoff walk. All right, Soto, let's go. I know you're in a funk here. JP Martinez going out there. He's the pitching coach. Jose Buto getting warmed up. Whether you were actively chatting or enjoying the stream quietly, you make the PAS network what it is. If you feel inspired to join in the chat, you're welcome to do so at any time, respectfully. Cap says, here we go. Come on, Soto, let's get this started. She should have said, what are you talking about over there? She knows. She's secretly a John Cena fan and won't tell me. She wasn't a fan of the heel turn, though. She wants him to turn face again, so. So I'm chanting John Cena sucks, and she's chanting we want Cena, so. In for a strike, 0-1. It's embarrassing losing to the Giants when they. Oh my goodness, Kev, dude, go outside and touch some grass, please. Inside, 1-1. Sean is here, saying, "Hey everyone, didn't mean to be late. Go Mets." Raymond says, "Little hit, Soto." And popped up by Soda. Well, that's on the infield. Second baseman will make the catch. That'll bring up Pete. Cody turns heel tonight. Odds are 215. Does anybody know if The Rock is there? don't know if the Rock is in the building. Because if oh, is that it? Yep, call to the bullpen here. That'll bring up Buto. Okay. All you new people that are coming in now and complaining about Montas, who hasn't pitched in 3 innings, you're timed out. Be here complaining about the man when he's on the mound, not 3 innings afterwards. Thank you. I'm sure you meant watch the grass. No, just go outside and touch grass. I could be wrong. I usually am, he says. I forget, what are some of the other matches tonight? That can't be the only match tonight, right? Oh, the Solo Sokoa match, right? The steel cage matches tonight. Pete hits the first pitch, down to third. 5-4-3 double play. The Mets should know than to swing at the first pitch against Jose Buto. Come on. We go to the 7th. Yep. That's our wonderful hitting coach right there, instructing their guys. No, that was last night, Joe. Tiffany versus Cargill was last night. Yep. The Mets traded him and got him in the got Rogers back. They're still employed, right? Hey, well. Mendoza must think they're doing a good job then if the manager's not willing to fire him. Jade needs more work. Too many botches. Yup. Down 5, swinging first pitch. Wow. Yup. On a guy you know who is wild. Warren's still on the mound here for the Mets. First pitch is in for a strike. Joe says I can watch it for you again. Did our hitting coaches used to work for the Jets? Probably. Outside 2-1. Okay, Frank, you're good. You're gone too. Do not complain about our pitcher 3 innings after he's been taken out of the game. No, nobody says the Mets are on fire. Who said the Mets bats are on fire? Nobody said that. Charles says rough waters are a true test of leadership. In calm waters, every ship has a good captain. And that one lifted out to left. Nimmo on the run and off the base of the wall. The throw in the second. Got him! Nice play by Nimmo. So it's a single for Devers, but out trying to advance. Ooh, he might have been safe. No, he was out. He was out. Swung on a miss, 0-1. And that one absolutely crushed out to left. Nimmo back to the track. He'll make the catch. 2 away. That'll bring up Chapman. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Inside 1-0. Fouled off 1-1. The 1-2. Outside. 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on a missed. Warren's turned in 3 shutout innings. We go bottom 7. Stand up and stretch, everyone. Joe says Lynch, EO, and Ripley. And Styles and Dirty Dom. I think that's because I saw all the matches I wanted to see were last night. So no, I think that steel cage match is going to be good. opinion on the Brewers. Hey, what? Hey, hard to argue with what they're doing. Hottest team in baseball right now. But we've seen this from the Brewers before in past years too, right? It's just, can they get over the hump in the playoffs? Until they do, you have to question it. Up to 101 in the chat. 54 likes on the stream. We need some small ball to chip away at this 5-run deficit. Oh my goodness, people are not listening. Anybody coming in and complaining about Montas 4 innings after he's out of the game, you're getting timed out. Do not complain about a player after he's out of the game. I don't care if somebody's new here or not. You hope they can. They're going to be tough. They should have beaten my Mets last year. It would have been interesting to see what they would have done against the Phillies. It'll be Marte, McNeil, and Vientos here. And a check swing foul, 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. Mets only 3 hits today. Come on. The 0-2. Down low, 1-2. Let's string together some base hits. Yeah, let's put a little rally together here. Make it 7-4. Get something going here. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Diamondbacks and A's getting ready to get started in about a half hour, as well as Rangers, Mariners. The 1-2. And that one ripped foul. Still 1-2. Gina saying, let's go Mets. Let's go. Welcome in to the new subscribers. We've gained 11 so far today. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Bud says, come on, Mets. It's time for a comeback rally. You know, that's why you got to get some here, because you can't leave it for the 9th. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Now 49 away on the official sub count. 49 away from 7K. Let's go. The 2-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. So Buto goes to a different team and looks like a completely different pitcher. Oh, maybe because he hasn't had to work every day. That'll bring up McNeil. Singleton scored his last time. On the outside corner, 0-1. I thought that already happened. I could be wrong, though. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. The 2-1. And that one blooped out to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. McNeil will stay at first for a 1-out single. Second hit of the game for Jeff. That'll bring up Vientos, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to center. Only the 4th Met hit of the game. Ball in the dirt, 1-0. Mark's got to be looking to go the other way here. Butos likes to throw that slider outside. He's got to be looking to take one that way. Let's go, Vientos. Keep it going. And he is in the middle of a 10-game hitting streak as well, even though he's 0 for 2. The 1-0. And he tried going that way. Fouled off. 1-1. The 1-1. Popped up. Tried to pull off. And it's in foul. It goes behind the screen. It's foul. 1-2. The 1-2. Vientos calls time. And swung on a miss. He pulled off. Because Vientos can't get in his head that this guy's pitching outside. Let's try to go the other way with the one. Trying to pull off. But let's keep Chavez as our hitting coach so we can't, like, he doesn't instruct these players on what they're doing. Here's Mullins. Outside, 1-0. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Mullins in his games as a Met is 1 for 7 so far. Fouled off, 1-2. The 1-2. And swung on a miss. Butos strikes out 3 in the inning. He'd probably still be a Met if he could do that here. We go to the 8th. Still 7-2. Thank you, Charles. Tokes is here. What's up, Tokes? LFG. Whoa. Easy. Hold on. I don't know why it does that. Frustrating. Yep. Okay, Edward, you're gone now as well. Go to somebody's postgame and complain about what Montas did today. Because the reliever is coming in and shut out 3 straight innings, but yet you're not talking about him. Mike Green is here saying hi. What's up, Mike? Are they adrenaline junkies, really? Thank you, Ronnie. We're not allowed to hit above the Mendoza line. Only Lindor held Chavez accountable. We cannot have this. Mendoza cannot turn into Aaron Boone. No, that's exactly what he's doing. Fouled off 0-1. Warren's still on the mound here. Charles says to the silent listeners and viewers, just by logging into the PAS Network live stream broadcast, that is greatly appreciated. You are valued indeed. Well, and that's the hitting coach, Jake. And that's why we're complaining about Chavez. He's the hitting coach. And this offense has been trash. All year. Look at their rankings. I mean, they have a great record despite their hitting. That's because the pitching carried them the first 3 months of the year. Rip foul, still 1-2. The Mets only have a safety, correct? Leadership or heart, agreed. Down low, 2-2. And I honestly think the Mets are seeing. I honestly think they were going to make Lindor the captain until they've seen this lack of leadership by anybody on this team. Lifted out to left. Nemo on the track will make the catch. One away. Frank T says, Mama said there'd be days like this, but I'm addicted. Smash them free subs. Mike Green says, as a Phillies fan, our hitting coach Should have been gone 2 years ago. Yo, Sam, what's up, Sam? Outside, want to know. Sam with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Sam. How's it going, man? Not looking good for the Mets, but Keselowski is running second. Last week I randomly put money on Bubba. I ended up with 560. Let's go. How much time's left in the race? I turned in, it was about a month ago. Keselowski was leading. Was leading on the last lap and then got passed. The 1-1. And that one lifted out to right. Soto, before the track, 2 away. Stage 1. Oh, it's way early. It's way early. Thank you so much, Sam, for going above and beyond to support the channel like that, man. Appreciate that. So Sam with a $5 dono today. MF with a $10 super chat today. Love it. Oh, I haven't checked the likes. We'll check the likes here in a minute, too. In for a strike, 0-1. We are at 58 likes, so no worries about handing out memberships today when we're not close to 100. Down low, 1-1. Thank you, Charles. Miami. The Dolphins have a 7-3 lead over the Giants. Oh, I mean, what? That's the Marlins and the Yankees, sorry. Here the 49ers have a 7-2 lead over the Jets. Oh, man. Outside, 3-1. Did he go? No. How can they sweep them in San Fran and suck again? Because they're struggling right now. That's why they play every game and not just look at what happened in the past. Please answer, he says. When was the last time an MLB team went undefeated? Please, somebody tell me. Rhino says so close to 7K. We're getting there, little by little. Outside 1-0. Yep, exactly, Charles. Charles with another one of his quotes. Can't change the direction of the wind, but I can always adjust my sails to reach my desired destination. Charles keeping me motivated throughout these rough games. Down low, called a strike, 1-1. So Rhino, you're a math teacher. I want to know why the math's not mathing. We have 58 likes and 94 people watching. Outside, 2-1. Every game's a new start. No baseball team has gone the season without a loss. That's the juice ball first in the bottom of the 8th. It's baseball. Sometimes you suck and sometimes you're good. Exactly. There's a strike, 2-2. It's ridiculous. A lot of people aren't signed into YouTube, therefore can't like and subscribe. Caps on you. He said the 1869 Cincinnati Red Stockings, 57-0. Oh, well, I guess we can never say no MLB team is ever going undefeated now, can we, Caps? And foul tipped and held on to by Alvarez. And we go bottom 8, still 7-2. Warren, 4 shutout innings so far. I believe they will let him go one more. It'll be Alvarez, Nimmo, and Lindor coming up for the Mets. One good thing about today's game, we saved our bullpen. Well, when the first relief guy that comes up, that you just signed off the scrap heap, comes in and pitches you so far 4 shutout innings, where your starter couldn't go 4 innings. Nice job by Warren, says Raymond. Yep. Once again, shout out to Sam for the $5 super chat. We had MF with the $10 super chat earlier on the big side. And we had DJ Jimmy with the $2 power chat on the playback side. Hey everyone, happy Sunday. What's up, Daniel Berry? Welcome back in, as always. To all of you on the PAS Network live stream broadcast, your support is greatly appreciated. You are valued indeed. Come on, Alvarez, get something going. And also 11 new subscribers today so far as well. So let's go. $18.69. Custer was 0-1 against Sitting Bull. Little Bighorn. Thank you, Tom. Cap says all we can do is flush this game down the toilet and get ready for the Guardians. We'll go with the Guardians. Oh, McSorley's. Oh my goodness, Keith. Lucchese in. First pitch is in for a strike. Up high, 1-1. Moses True got to flush this game down the drain. Arthur says it's not the score that bothers me. We can still tie it up. One pitch, double play. 3 strikeout inning. Yup. Down low, 2-1. Yep. Buto never did that with us, right? Okay, you win. It's your channel, the Guardians. You can call them whatever you like. The 2-1. And a little chopper. Adamas is there. Over to first. 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup. first pitch to Nimmo. Inside 1-0. Down low, 2-0. There's a strike. Oh, no. Called the ball. 3-0. Don't walk a batter. Right. That's the only thing. You're up by 5 runs in the 8th. What don't you do? You don't walk a batter. And it's a 3-0 count here from Lucchese. There's a strike. 3-1. No, you got to swing now. It's a 3-1 count. You got a green light now. The 3-1. And that one line, base hit in the left center field. So a 1-out single for Nimmo will bring up Lindor, who's 1 for 2 today. That one was a solo home run in the first. Charles says, let's hit that like button and sub to the PAS network for outstanding content. Let's go, Lindor. First pitch to Lindor. In for a strike, 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Still 1-2. And popped foul. It'll go out of play. Still 1-2. And a chopper to second. Oh, the only out they'll get is that second. That'll bring up Soto, who's 0 for 3. One for 8. 9, 10, 11. Two for 11 in this series. Up and in, 1-0. It's not, if it's not adding, it's subtracting, and if it's not multiplying, it's dividing. If it's not taking you to your destiny, it's taking you from your destiny. Wow. Want to know the count. Down low, 2-0. Hey, Buster's back. What's up, Buster? You haven't missed much, bud. Mets are getting spanked today. The 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. The 2-1. What? Oh, way up and in. 3-1. Cap says all we need is a grand slam in this inning and a run in the ninth. We got this. The 3-1. And that one lined in the center. That'll get in for a base hit. That'll bring up Alonso, who's 0 for 3. Is that the pitching coach or is that the manager coming out? Can we get a rally going? Give me a 3-run bomb here by Pete to make it a 7-5 game. Oh, they're not going to bring in Walker here? Wow. Okay, so it'll be Pete versus Casey. Raymond says, let's go, Pete. Keep it going. Yeah, but you're not going to do that for Alonso. You're not going to pinch hit for Alonso. Yeah, the 0 for 3. Two of them, the 2 flyouts were sharp hit baseballs. Just right at people. Down low, 1-0. All right, Pete, come on. You bounce that one in the dirt. Look for the fastball. There's a strike, 1-1 on the outside corner. The 1-1. And fouled off, 1-2. Two home runs behind Strawberry, sitting at 250. Has hit a home run in each of the first 2 games of this series. The 1-2. And swings at a ball in the dirt, and the inning is over. We go to the ninth, still 7-2. Don't choke, Pete, and that's exactly what he does. That's exactly what Pete did. All right, let's take a look. We'll take a look to see who might be live streaming when we're done. Well, let's see what inning some of these other games are at. Oh, they're only in the 4th inning there in Colorado. We'll switch everybody over to Dr. Delay when we're done. He's got the Pirates and the Rockies game today. Dr. Delay. There he is. Snowman, Birdwatcher, Dr. Delay. Just smell how the Mets are thinking. And popped up. Oh, Stanek will be the new pitcher here. Alonso will make the catch and foul ground, one away. Don't look now, but Miami's only 7 games out of first. That's because the Mets and Phillies are screwing around. Both these teams are struggling right now. Here's Ramos. He's 1 for 3. A walk and a run scored. That's a base hit in the right field. A 1-out single. Go Tigers tonight, I guess. We still have 7 games with the Phillies, so we better figure it out before we have to play them again. I remember Caps put the opponents for the rest of the month in the chat earlier. I don't remember seeing the Phillies on the list. Did we not play the Phillies at all in August? In for a strike? Nope, called the ball, 1-0. Steven says, hope Monday's magical for the Mets. Hooked foul, 1-1. You know me, Big John. I still say the Mets play their best when they don't have to defend first place. Yeah. Especially if the Marlins are only 7 back. They gotta stop screwing around here. There's a strike, 1-2. Oh, August 25th, first Philly. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Up high, 2-2. Ball gets away. Runner will go down to second. Yeah, 3 coming up against the Guardians. Then on the road for 3 against Milwaukee. Before coming back home for 6 again, 3 against Atlanta and 3 against St. Louis or Seattle. Then they go to Washington and Atlanta. Come home for 3 against Philadelphia and 4 against the Marlins. Mets could either have a nice cushion in either the wild card or the division, or they can be completely out of it. Fouled off, still 3-2. Yes, we have 7 games left against Philadelphia. Because it's in early September, it's a 4-game series in Philly. But then look, man, the Mets' schedule is tough. Tigers, Reds, Phillies, Rangers, Padres, Nats, Cubs, and Marlins. This team might not make the playoffs. and pop foul. We'll do it again. They got to get something figured out here. Yeah, up high, and Stanek can't do it. Why would you take Warren out? Why? Why would Miami be good? Easy. Like you said, they're only 7 games out of first place. Right now, the Marlins and the White Sox are the hottest 2 teams in baseball. Up high, 1-0. By record, no. Atlanta's worse than Miami. Swung on and missed, 1-1. You can have a good record and be cold. Example, the Mets, exactly. The 1-2. Swung on a miss, he struck him out, 2 away. Yeah, it's just a tough schedule. I mean, this team's got to start playing better. Well, maybe they will, because they usually play up to their competition. So, yep, that is a very tough schedule. That one missed somewhere, 1-0. Yo, is Fitzy still here? Toronto getting blown out. There's nope. Stop showing me the umpire's backside, please, so I can see where those pitches are at. Nobody wants to see this crap ass angle. Swung on a miss, 2-1. Yeah. Boston only 3 out. Fouled straight back, 2-2. Since trading Devers, Boston's been one of the best teams in baseball. Yep. Charles says to smash them free subs and hit that like button. And they're still showing this horrendous angle. Check out the Savannah. John Yukon says, I'm a Phillies fan and I feel the same way. Right? We got to start figuring this out. Both our teams got to start figuring this out. The 2-2. Another pit. The 2-2. Steps off. We'll do it again. Bounce in the dirt. Did he go? He did not. 3-2. No, he did not go. Please, SNY, I beg of you, stop showing this camera angle. I guess that ball's lower outside. Can't see when all I'm seeing is the home plate umpire's butt. That'll bring up Dom Smith with the bases loaded here. Check swing foul, 0-1. And that's pulled foul, 0-2. Philly has Baltimore, Texas, Cincy, Washington, Seattle, Washington, the Mets, Atlanta, Milwaukee, Miami, Mets, Kansas City, Dodgers, Arizona, Miami, and Minnesota. Sproat should not be the first one called up. Up high, 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Frank, how about charging your phone? It seems to happen every game, dude. And McNeil can't make the stop. That'll score 2 runs. Good thing we didn't leave the other pitcher in. That was absolutely shutting these guys down. Funny, like, who's doing the defensive alignments for the Mets? Funny how when the Mets hit a ground ball, defense is played perfectly. Giants hit a ground ball, they're always getting through. And that ball crushed out to left, and it's out of here. It's 12-2. Yep. Stanek should be gone too. Yep, I'm done with Stanek too. I agree. We get too many of these outings from Stanek. Absolutely no pressure on him, and he can't put up a goose egg. Trash. Now he's going to waste another arm here? Terrenz is going to pitch. Luis Terrenz will be the pitcher here. What a waste, man. This team... Yep, Blue Jays losing 7-3. Yeah, that's what he said. The Red Sox are only going to be 3 games out. Uh-oh. What happened? I completely lost the chat. Am I still here? Chat not coming through on my end, guys. So let me know if things are still good. You're still here, okay. Where all the chat messages come in went completely dark. Terren's 4th career pitching appearance. Buster says no playoffs if this is the showing. Yep. There's a strike, 1-1. Nice ovation from the crowd. And that one laced in the left, and Lee just keeps on hitting. He's been on base all 5 times. Oh, it's a double. I just can't. I can see the messages on the big side, not on the vertical side. So. Oh, here we go. Charles says we're okay. Hit that like button and sub to the PAS network. And that ball hit out to left center. Mullins will make the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Giants put up a 5 spot. It's 12-2 as we head to the bottom of the 9th. All right. Thank you all once again so much for joining us today. I know we still have a little bit of the Mets here, but we'll be back live tomorrow night for Game 1 against the Guardians. Another hot team coming in. Well, the Giants weren't hot, but the Mets have been struggling. Let's see where we're on the likes. Only 63. Not even close today. Not even close today. Once again, at the end of our stream, don't just up and leave. It'll ask you if you want to redirect over to Dr. Delay's stream. He's got the Pirates and Rockies. They've had a nice series there. Buster says I'm 47 and I think I can pitch better than Montas and Stanek combined. No. In the morning you have two choices. You can either A, continue to dream about your goals, or B, wake up and chase them. Let's go with Charles. Let's see, if I do that, does it go? Yes, it does. Why is it working there? Not there. Wait. For the Mets, it'll be Marte, McNeil, and Vientos coming up. No, that's not what I want. And a ground ball is short. Over to first, one away. The math ain't mathin'. Thank you, Raymond. You're welcome, Charles. Charles, thank you for all the posting of the channel rules, all the inspirational quotes. And a ground ball to second. Over to first, two away. Heavy meta says Montas is garbage and Stanek isn't much better. Also, way to go to sleep offense. Yeah. In for a strike, 0-1. Outside. Inside. Did he go? Yeah. Oh my goodness! Stop. I know it's a blowout game right now, but call the game right. He did not. He did not swing. Get out of here. I don't care what the score is. You got to call the game right. Outside, 2-2. Line base hit for Vientos keeps his 11 game, extends it to 11. Yeah, right, Fitzy? You know, you got the better end of the deal, Fitzy. You fell asleep. I had to watch this whole thing. But that double extends Vientos' hitting streak to 11 games. Outside, 1-0. Manaea on the mound tomorrow night for the Mets. Outside, 2-0. A couple base hits, Fitzy, and then a 3-run homer. In for a strike, 2-1. Up and in, 3-1. If it was still 7-2, I'd still care a little bit more, right? It's a 10-run game with 2 outs in the ninth. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Vientos goes to third on the pass ball. That'll bring up Alvarez. Well, ABS would not. ABS doesn't do check swings, Frank. So that has nothing to do with it. Fitzy says the comeback is on. And is that a stolen base? Charles says, my humble opinion, the Mets will win a blowout next game they play. Once again, don't just up and leave, everybody. We'll redirect over to Dr. DeLay. He's got the Pirates-Rockies game. Tell him PAS sent you over when you go over. And that Alvarez line's one in the right. That'll get in for a base hit. 2 runs will score. That's important for Alvarez. Yep. Alvarez, good game today. 2 for 3. Walked. Couple RBI here late. Don't you have to be down by 10 to put in a position player? Taylor, they're going to pinch hit Nimmo here. That ball would have... He swung at it and it hit him. I mean, why is this guy on our team, honestly? He's not ready to go. He's laughing, smiling. I'm making millions of dollars. Could care less if we win or lose a ball game. And popped up. Foul territory. Bailey will make the catch and the ball game is over. Mendoza should be fired for putting Taylor into this game. I know you're down 8 runs, but Taylor should not be pinch hitting for anybody. But thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up today. The 11 new subscribers as well. We will redirect over to Dr. DeLay, who's got the Pirates game. Make sure you tell him PAS sent you over. We'll be back live tomorrow night for Mets and Guardians. Live for all 3 of that series as well. And we'll see you next time.